My name is Alyssa. I'm 34 years old from Texas. I was diagnosed with poorly differentiated adenocarcinoma with signet ring cell, stage 4 in 2023. I had been going to the doctors for 2 years complaining of different symptoms, and unfortunately all my blood work and testing was showing that I was relatively healthy. So we weren't really getting answers. My doctors assumed that it was just stress. We did multiple tests such as blood work, sleep apnea test, heart monitor test. Everything was coming back normal. We had no answers, so we just continued to follow up with the blood work. When I went to the doctor, she said, yeah, that doesn't add up. You know, you're a very healthy person. You come and do your annual physicals. Everything looks great. I don't know what could be causing this. And then I developed the irregular heart rate, so my resting heart rate was elevated. Shortly after that, I developed heartburn for the first time. Shortly after that, I started losing weight rapidly. I was still extremely fatigued, and I just began to get frustrated. Like, I'm not getting answers, but I can feel that something is wrong. My body is trying to tell me that something is wrong. So it wasn't until 2 years of going back with different complaints that I was finally referred to a specialist. So we scheduled endoscopy. So 2 months later I did that. And 5 days after the procedure, I got the phone call that I had tested positive for H. pylori as well as gastric cancer. And that was just a moment of shock, not something that was on my radar at all. I didn't know what could be going on, but I just wasn't considering cancer. I asked, okay, so where do we go from here? And they shared, like, well, you'll have to start chemo. A few days later, I got a call back and was told, unfortunately, they had found that it spread, so this is stage 4, and that does remove the option of having surgery. The new plan would be chemo for the rest of my life, with hopes of making me as comfortable as possible and prolonging my life as much as possible. But it just really hit heavy. Started thinking about my future, my plans that I wanted to have with my spouse, my son, and it just felt like everything had been ripped away in that moment. My weight is dropping fast. I'm unwell, and he said, you know what, you're right. If you continue to lose weight at this rate, we won't be able to provide you with anything. So yes, it is a risk, but if you're wanting me to do this and you're okay with me stopping if I need to, then I'll do it. I went home, and within 30 minutes I got the call from my care team saying, hey, we just saw the results, you need to go to the emergency room immediately. In the beginning, when I was first diagnosed, I was seeking some kind of resources, some kind of support, just with everything going on. The diagnosis being told it was stage 4, I felt like there was this dark cloud over me and I didn't know where to go. You can get so much information from your care team, but a lot of it is vague. But to be able to hear from people who have gone through these experiences, who have supported others through these experiences, it's just a completely different feeling. Unfortunately, I can't change my circumstances. However, I am hopeful that I can help others, whether that be to promote advocating for yourself, also, advocating for more funding for research. Prioritize the things that are important to you in life. None of us are promised tomorrow. We live this life where we're working to live, and we have our priorities, but sometimes they can get pushed a little far behind because we're focused on trying to make a living. But we really just want to embrace the beauty of life, embrace the life that we've built, and take advantage of every single moment that you have.